Today's question is not so much of a question, but rather an interesting statement. I'll just read it for you. I don't know if this fits the bill, but I've always wondered the difference between fate and free will. I would like to share my thoughts with you about fate and free will. I do think that we come to this earth for two purposes, a twofold purpose. For two purposes. One is a purpose, that's for others. And one is a dream, that's for ourselves. What's the difference? It may not be two different things. It may be one thing. It may be that you love animals. You've just always loved animals ever since you were little. And so your purpose would be to rescue animals. And your dream would be to be able to rescue animals as your career, because that's your passion. Now, non-career wise, maybe you've come to this earth and you've always just loved the stories of elderly people. It may be that you improve something. Maybe you go into a political arena and you improve something for the lives of elderly people. Or it may be that, again, you start a business, maybe some kind of community or some kind of activity for people. Now, fate and free will, what does this have to do with it? Because I believe that your fate is determined ultimately by you, and free will is what's going to determine that. You were born with the seed. How much you water it, nurture it, take care of it, give it attention, and grow it is going to be up to you. Now, say that you know, in the first example, was it the first or the second? But say that you always love, we'll use a different one. Say that you always love children. Whether you decide that your fate or your destiny is going to be that you have your own children and you raise them and nurture them and love them and send them off into the world as adults, or whether you decide to do something, maybe foster children charity, or, you know, starting something else that involves the care of children. Now, is one better than the other? I don't think so. One is going to impact more people, but that's going to also depend on you and your free will. Are you more of an introvert? Do you feel more comfortable around one or two people, or hundreds or thousands? What in you feels right? Because it may be that you actually would just love to go to the elementary school and read to the children that are there in the after school program as a volunteer, and that consistent time and effort on behalf of those children is going to affect each of them more individually from your direct energy than would you know, going out and making $5 billion and giving a $5 billion donation to help improve lives or housing or something like that. But either way, it's making a positive impact in the world because of your life, because of what you chose to do. Now, the other free will would be to not use it at all. And that would mean that your fate and your potential would be unfulfilled or unrealized. And that would be the biggest regret looking back. So whichever way you use it, whichever way you put it into the world, on as grand a scale or as personal a scale as you decide, do it. Absolutely do it. And your life and the lives of a few or a lot of people are going to be a lot better for it. Thank you.